It's because of you. You were not here until Saturday, until today, I mean. Everything was fine. You are here and look, the class is overcrowded. Did you inform everybody that you were coming? Did you inform them all? And they said, okay, we are coming too. All right. Open your books, guys. We were doing an exercise. We are going to do an exercise. I think we are going to do Twitter. We are going to do Twitter. Open your main book, everybody. Sorry, the practice book, my bad. Twitter. Let's read together. Twitter is an internet service. Twitter is an internet service. What is Twitter? It is a service. What kind of service? An internet service. Twitter is a service. What kind of service? It's a platform. It's a what kind of platform? An internet platform. It's an internet platform. Okay. Yeah. It's a site, right? What kind of site? An internet site, of course. So Twitter is an internet service for social networking. On Twitter, you can build your social network. Network. Group of people is called network. Do you have a big social network? Which people have a bigger social network? People like me or people like you? No, people like me don't have a big social network. Okay, in what aspect? People like me and people like you means what? I'm a teacher, right? So that is an advantage. I definitely have a big social network because I'm a teacher, because I'm in a public, I'm a public figure in some ways. So I have a bigger social network. But you know me, right? So I don't have a big social network. Yes. Give me a second. Hello? Yes. Uh, what did he say? No problems. It's okay. What can we do? Forget it. I'll talk to you later. Okay. I'll be there at 8:30 after my classes are over. I'll come. Mhm. Twitter is an internet service for social networking and microblogging. Microblogging. Blogging means writing on the internet. Yeah. Blogging is writing on the internet. Micro, small. Microblogging. You write short things on Twitter where you can answer the question, what are you doing? You can answer which question? What are you doing? This question. How can you answer this question? You can answer this question with very short text messages. You can answer this question with, when somebody criticizes me, I answer them with a punch. Nah, I don't do that. You know me, right? But I'm just trying to tell you how you can use the word with. When somebody criticizes me, I answer them with a, okay, but here you can answer the question, what are you doing, with very short text messages. To your friends or followers? You can answer this question. What are you doing with very short text messages to your friends or followers? So your friends on Twitter are called your followers. Okay. These messages are called tweets. And when you write those short text messages, those messages are called tweets. Tweets have a maximum of 140 characters. Tweets have a maximum of 140 characters. That's not true today. I mean, when this text was written, it was true, but Twitter has kind of changed this limitation. Today, you can write a tweet beyond 140 characters, bigger than 140 characters. Today, your tweets can have, I think, 360 characters. Check on Google. What is the maximum size of a tweet? Huh? What is the maximum size of a tweet? Maximum size of a tweet. It's 280 only. I thought it was 360. Okay. Yes, it is 280 characters. So tweets have a maximum of 280 characters today. But earlier, tweets had a maximum of 140 characters. Yes, it had a maximum of 140 characters. Shall I turn on this fan as well? Because there are people sitting at the back and they can't even see me when I was sitting. It costs nothing to use. It is free. It costs nothing to use. It means it is free. It is free. It costs nothing to use and is popular worldwide. Is popular worldwide. It is popular worldwide. Yeah. Football is popular worldwide. Is cricket popular worldwide? No, no. It is definitely popular in some countries, but it is definitely not popular worldwide. Go to South America. A lot of people don't know what cricket is, but football is definitely popular worldwide. Yeah. And this thing is also popular worldwide with over 100 million users. Twitter has more than 100 million users. With word helps us give extra information if you notice here. It costs nothing to use and is popular worldwide with more than 100 million users. It means Twitter has more than 100 million users. How do people use Twitter? How do people use Twitter? Researchers collected 4 million Twitter messages. Researchers collected 4 million Twitter messages over seven days. Over 7 days. Researchers collected 4 million Twitter messages. Twitter messages means tweets. Everything you write is called a tweet. Okay. Researchers collected 4 million Twitter messages over 7 days. Did they collect 4 million on one day? On 2 days? Over 7 days. Some today, some tomorrow, some the next day, like this. They collected total 4 million Twitter tweets over 7 days. I slept only 16 hours over 7 days, last 7 days. मतलब सुना है? Over last 7 days, I slept only. Achha, it's not true again. It's just a sentence just to help you understand this. Over 7 days. Okay, matlab during these 7 days. Researchers collected 4 million Twitter messages over 7 days. Over 7 days means more than 7 days. ये हो सकता है, यहाँ नहीं होगा. रुको. It will not, I can't finish this work in 1 week. It will take over 7 days. It will take, what does it mean? More than 7 days. So over 7 days means more than 7 days. But in this context, if you read this sentence, researchers collected 4 million Twitter messages over 7 days. 7 दिन के दौरान 7 दिन के उन्होंने 4 मिलियन मैसेजेस कलेक्ट किए. यहाँ ओवर डजंट मीन मोर देन, इसीलिए इंग्लिश मुश्किल है. जिसने भी ओवर का हिंदी सीखा वो बेचारा फंस गया, क्योंकि उसके दिमाग में तो वो बैठा हुआ है. हमने हमेशा एक बात कही, कोई भी वर्ड का मीनिंग याद नहीं करना. कॉन्टेक्स्ट देखिए, आपको एहसास होगा, आपकी समझ बढ़ती जा रही है. यू विल फील व्हाट शुड बी द हिंदी. ओवर मीन्स 2 things. Over the years, man has learned to live in society. Over the years matlab during a long time. All right, over a period of long time, man has learned to live in society. There was a time we lived in jungles. You still find some people living in jungles. We call them tribal people, right? We call them tribal people. Okay. Researchers collected 4 million Twitter messages. Did they collect 40 million Twitter messages? No, they collected 4 million Twitter messages. Did they collect these messages over a month? No, over a week. They collected all these messages over a week. But they looked at only 200,000 tweets. They did not look at all those 4 million messages. 4 million means 40 lakh. 4 million means? Okay. They looked at only 200,000 messages. They looked at only 200,000. Okay, 1/20th part. 40 lakh messages they collected. And they looked at only 2 lakh. They looked at those messages. मतलब उसको देखा क्या है इसमें. They studied those messages. They looked at only 200,000 messages from all over the world. And these messages were from all over the world. They were not from one part of the world. They were not from India. They were not from America. They were from. They discovered, they refers to the researchers. They discovered. Who discovered, beta? The researchers discovered. Okay, researchers. जो research कर रहे हैं, researchers. The researchers discovered 60% of the tweets were in English. 60% of the tweets were in English. Yes. It means more than half of the tweets, more than 60%, more than half of the tweets were in English. 9% were in Japanese. 9% were in Japanese, the second most popular language. So the second most popular language was, and how many tweets were in Japanese? 9% of all tweets. So first was English, 60%. And second was with only, imagine a class where after the test results are out, student A has got 60% marks. He's the highest scorer. All right. And the second best is a student who has got 9% marks. So the gap between the first and the second is The gap between the first and the second is very big, right? The gap is 60, not 55, not 54, not 59, not 58, 9%. So the gap between the first and the second is big, huge gap. It's a huge gap. 5% of all tweets came from the top 100 users. 5% of all tweets came from top 100 users. Top 100 users tweeted 5% of all tweets. And these 100 users posted between 200 and 3,000 tweets a day. So perhaps it is their full-time job. They just sit and tweet. They just sit and eat. No, they just sit and tweet. Papa says to you, you just sit and eat. But no, they sit and tweet. 200, okay, 200. 3,000 tweets a day. Think about the time you are awake. If you sleep 8 hours and you are awake for, let's say, 16 hours, 1 hour you need in the bathroom and stuff, okay? 15 hours, 3,000 tweets. Every hour, 200 tweets. 1 hour has 60 minutes. Do the mathematics for yourself. Every minute, these people write 3 tweets. More than 3 tweets every minute. And they do it all day long. How can you reach 3,000 tweets? Okay, these 100 users posted between 200 and 3,000 tweets a day. It's good that you are not on Twitter. Are you? Are you? Are you on Twitter? Do you tweet? I'm on Twitter, but I don't tweet. I don't want the police at my home. Maybe I wrote something silly and they would say, Pakdo isko. Okay. So I don't want to take a chance. You know, I'm not a very nice person. You see, I can write very bad things. Okay. What do people say when they tweet? Okay, fine. So we got the numbers. We got that most tweets are in English. 60% of the tweets are in English. Japanese is also very popular language, but not so popular. 9% of all tweets. How about Hindi? I think maybe 2 or 3%, I think. Ask Google. What should be asked? What percentage of what percent of tweets are in Hindi? Well, we don't have a data. We don't have a data. Nothing, no number. Yeah, we'll have to do another research. That research found out the percent of Japanese and English tweets. We'll have to do another research to find out the percent of, or the percentage of rather, Hindi tweets. Let's now look at the matter. What do people say when they tweet? When they tweet, what do they tweet? What do they say? So what are people talking about on Twitter? What is the topic? Is it really just a lot of boring chat about what I'm doing at the moment? I mean, this conversation, what I'm doing at the moment is definitely boring, isn't it? Let's switch off the fans because the light is gone. Yeah, yeah. And if you want, you can open the windows if you want. Okay, it's up to you. Otherwise, leave it. Okay, as I was saying, if everybody starts writing what I'm doing at the moment, it becomes boring because we are not celebrities, right? If Katrina Kaif writes that I'm going to have a shower, okay, then maybe people like the Braze and Sajid and me, will be excited. Oh, okay. But Braze, huh? Yeah, okay, okay. So when Salman Khan says, I'm eating samosa, okay, then Salman Khan's fans feel excited. Oh, wow, Salman is also eating samosa. If he posts a photo, right? Or if he's watching a song on TV and writes, I'm watching a song on TV and puts a photo there, then people who are fans of Salman Khan enjoy looking at this star doing something common that we do, something every day. But we are not celebrities. So why do we inform everybody? Oh, I'm going to Patna. I'm going to watch a movie. I'm drinking coffee. So what should I do? Right? Nobody cares about us. But all of us think that we are celebrities. Inside, we have that feeling. And you know why? That's why we count the number of likes. We look at the comments, how many comments I got. We all want to feel like a celebrity inside. This is why Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they all became popular because of this weakness we have inside us. We want to behave or feel like celebrities. Okay, tell me, how do you feel about it when your friends who are not very popular, they don't have many friends, and still they write things like this. Today I'm going to my sister's house. अरे भाई तो बता के कहा जा रहा है हाँ who is interested preparing for the exam करे भाई तैयारी करिए लिखने क्या करते हो I rarely if ever post a photo about me, my wife, my family celebrations because these are typical family celebrations everybody has. Another thing is my Facebook account is not a private account only for me and my family and relatives. A lot of my students are there as well. Okay. I don't feel it is necessary. My wife does that though. She says she has a lot of family members who want to know about what's going on in her life. So she every second day she puts a status, or other things. I use my social media accounts as a platform to express my opinions on matters rather than what's going on in my life. What's going on in my life is for my family, is for my close friends. Why should the world care about what's going on in my life? But yeah, I use my social media, places to talk about what I feel. I saw a photo video yesterday. I don't know if you have seen that. There was this man who was near the elephant. He was doing something with a stick to the elephant. I couldn't really notice what exactly he was doing. But he got a little too close and the elephant hit him. And oh my God, a death that nobody, even in their dreams, think of. I mean, in the worst nightmare, you will not think of dying that way. Put one foot, pressed, then another foot, and he became anything. The body of a human being changed into something else totally. And then picked him up in his trunk, and he was just like a dead. He was already dead, of course, life. In just matter of seconds. It was so disturbing. I couldn't dare to share it. I shared stuff, but it was so bad, I couldn't share. Just 2 seconds, 3 seconds after he was dead, another person came running, but there was nothing to be done. Story was over already. Some people were saying that humans are so cruel to animals. This is what we deserve. I slightly disagree. Okay. I don't think this is the death anybody deserves. This is not the kind of death we want. Pain free. Oh, have you seen that video I'm talking about? Anyone here? You have. You've seen that video. Anybody else? You have not seen that video yet. It will be, in your feed very soon because it's going viral. Oh, okay, fine. So I don't know why I started talking about that. We were talking about what I'm doing at the moment. So this kind of stuff is boring. People writing, I'm drinking coffee, I'm talking to my auntie. Yeah, it's boring. Why do you want to inform the whole world about it? So are people just talking about what I'm doing at the moment? Or are people also talking about more important things? More important things. Is there any serious discussion? Is there any serious discussion on Twitter? So they wanted to understand why are people using Twitter? First, the research company counted the most common sentences. They counted the most common sentences. And they found out, discovered means they found out, they learned, they discovered that the most popular were, I'm working and I am sleepy. These two sentences were the most common sentences on Twitter. Just like English is the most common language, similarly, the most common sentences were, I'm working and I'm sleepy. A smiley face was also very popular. A lot of people used a smiley face. So they concluded, okay, they decided, this suggested, इस बात से ये पता चला, suggest मतलब आप जानते सलाह देना ना, अब यहाँ पढ़िए, this suggested that most tweeters are tired because they say I'm sleepy, I'm sleepy, I'm sleepy. So they are tired, but happy because there is a smiley, but happy workaholics. Workaholics means people who just work all day. Workaholics. Alcoholics, they drink alcohol all the time. There is a time for alcohol, maybe after your meal or maybe at night, a peg or two. But some people are drunk all the time. They don't drink alcohol, they abuse alcohol. क्या सुना? They don't drink alcohol, they abuse alcohol. गाली देते हैं सर आपको. आपके दिमाग में ही चल रहा है? क्या समझे थे जब मैंने कहा था they don't drink alcohol, they abuse alcohol? क्या हुआ इसका मतलब? हाँ बेटा, वो शराब पीते नहीं है, वो शराब को अब्यूज करते हैं. दे डोंट ड्रिंक अल्कोहल, दे अब्यूज अल्कोहल. अब इसका क्या मतलब निकालेंगे? उसको बोलते हैं तेरी माँ की, तेरी बहन की, ऐसे करते हैं, वो गाली देते हैं उसको, वो शराब को गाली देते हैं. नहीं, अब्यूज करना किसी चीज को यानी गलत तरीके से. शराब, they people drink, a lot of people drink wine in the evening, a glass of wine before they go to bed, they drink a glass of wine. It's totally fine with them. But some people abuse alcohol. They get up and start with alcohol. They're drunk all the time. Their body is suffering because of, okay. So abuse something, it means उसको गलत तरीके से यूज करना. जैसे वो बना है जिस तरह से यूज करने के लिए, वैसे ना यूज करके ओवर यूज करके उसका नुकसान करना. ठीक है, अपनी चीजों. लाइक यू अब्यूज ड्रग्स, मतलब क्या करते हैं? ड्रग्स हैं आपके सेहत के लिए, कि आपकी कुछ बीमारी है तो उसमें फायदा करे. बट यू अब्यूज ड्रग्स मतलब आप क्या करते हैं? हाँ, आप उसको गलत तरीके से ले. जैसे सम पेन किलर्स एंड स्टफ, some people take overdose of those things so that they can feel high. Sulation, Some people smell solation. बताओ solation किस चीज के लिए बेटा? To stick things, to fix broken things. But some people buy solation and मेरे को नशा हो गया, मैंने ज्यादा सूंघ लिया. Okay. Today in the hostel, there was a rotten cabbage. And we felt there was a bad smell. We thought it was a dead rat, a dead mouse. We looked everywhere. We couldn't find. Then one of the students suggested that it was the cabbage. So we picked up the cabbage and then a boy brought it to me. Sir, smell it. It is the one that is smelling so bad. And he brought it to my nose, near to my nose. And I took a deep, and it was so awful, so awful. For a minute, I thought I would just faint. I would pass out. It was awful, really like dead rat or something. And I took a big sniff. Ugh, silly me. I should have understood. I should not do that, right? But I did. And it was right near my nose. It was awful. A big sniff I did. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so abuse. Yeah. But workaholics means everybody works. Working is necessary, but don't start working all day long, ignoring your family, ignoring your health. So those people who are always sleepy, it means they're not sleeping long enough. It means they're not sleeping enough, long enough. So it's good for them. They are workaholics. So this is what they concluded, that most Twitter users or tweeters, देख लीजिएगा यहाँ पर tweeters, okay? देखिएगा एक तो है कंपनी का नाम ट्विटर, लेकिन जो उसको यूज कर रहे हैं ट्वीटर्स, ठीक है, ट्वीट करने वाले ट्वीटर्स, ओके? तो एक है ट्विटर जो अब बन गया है एक्स, बट पीपल आर ट्वीटर्स, दोज हु यूज एक्स यूजर्स, ओके? Most tweeters are tired but happy workaholics. Do you know any workaholics in your real life? Do you know any workaholics? No, you don't? There was this shopkeeper next to Sheetal Chaya. He basically was a palm seller, a beetle shopkeeper. Now he has a big shop next to the transformer. Okay. So he came there to his shop around 6, 7 in the morning, and he was at his shop regularly until 11. He would not go home for lunch, nothing. And he worked that way for years. He earned enough money. Now he has a bigger shop. He's a very respectful person to his customers. Okay, very nice. And that's why he's making progress. But I don't agree with that approach personally. Personally, I don't agree with that approach. You know, in order to earn a little bit extra money, you are sacrificing your family life. Okay, tell me, children need their papa's time or not? He has a very beautiful daughter, my daughter's age, okay, a little younger, maybe 1 or 2 years younger. One day, a student brought her here because that student was his neighbor. So she brought that girl here. She was very sweet, very cute. But her papa doesn't spend any time with her except on Sunday. Because every day when she wakes up, papa has gone to work. When she comes home from school and she goes to bed, papa is not at home. When papa comes home, she's sleeping. So papa and she talked only on Sunday. There was no other way, not even to see papa walking. Was that right? But he did that. Today he has got a bigger shop. Some people give his example that he's hardworking, but from my perspective, it is not right. I don't like workaholics, and I don't want to be a workaholic. Work is important. You guys can see how much I enjoy working, but I don't want to work like 15 hours a day or 14 hours a day. At best, 12 hours, so that I can still have 4 hours for myself. 8 hours of sleep, 4 hours for myself, at least. Yeah. By the way, the best thing is 8 multiplied by 3. 8 hours work, 8 hours of sleep, and 8 hours of fun. This is how life should be. This is how everybody should live, at least in my opinion. But people are different, of course. You should now light is back, so you can turn on the fans if you want. Yeah. How did I know light was back? Did you notice the change? Yeah. Smart people notice small changes in everything. My only problem is I fail to understand people. Otherwise, I'm pretty smart. My smartness has a limitation. I am not smart with people. I'm smart with things, problems. But problems related to people, I'm not very smart. Two people are having an argument. If I go there, they will both have an argument with me. Nobody is going to appreciate me. Both of them will think that I'm against them. Okay. So this is what they discovered, that the people who use Twitter are happy workaholics and they're tired as well. Why did they think that the people who use Twitter are tired? Because there was a sentence which was very, very popular. What was that? I'm sleepy, I'm sleepy, I'm sleepy. So this sentence made them think that people are very tired here. The researchers also found that there is not one main reason why people use Twitter. They wanted to understand why people use Twitter, right? What's going on Twitter? But they found out that there isn't one main reason why people use Twitter. There isn't one main reason. There are three main types of conversation. But there are three main types of conversation. First conversation is talking about everyday events. People talk about everyday events. I'm getting coffee, I'm checking my emails, we are having a barbecue, I'm studying for an exam tomorrow, I'm meeting my dad after 10 years. All right, and I'm only 9 years old. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So these conversations. Number two, topics which last a few minutes or a few hours. Second type of conversation was those topics which last a few minutes or a few hours. For example, people discussing a video that they saw on YouTube or a television program. Sometimes people start discussing television programs and they watch some YouTube videos and start talking about those videos on Twitter. So these conversations continue for a few minutes and sometimes a few hours. This often happens during the program. The discussion often happens during the program while they're watching the program. They tweet, people exchange views, people exchange views while they are tweeting, while they're watching, so you're watching a match. Did you watch yesterday's match? Oh my goodness. Rishabh, your life is boring, Rishabh. You said no. What did you do all day? What did you do all day? I'm such a busy man, but I still managed to watch a few minutes. You didn't watch. What were you busy with? Yesterday's match was amazing. It was not about India. It was about Afghanistan, our younger brothers. Pakistan is beta. Afghanistan is younger brother. Okay, this is logic people use online. I mean, we love Afghanistani team. Sorry, slip of tongue, guys. We Indians love Afghanistani team because they show so much of respect towards Indians. You know, they accept the contribution Indian players are making in their team. Okay, we are making indirect contributions. They don't have Indian coaches there, but a lot of Indian players are helping them. Oh, A lot of Afghani players also show that, did you notice the way he, after scoring the century, Zadran, his what do you call it? His reaction, yeah, he did this and then, yeah, he did this. So that's why I like them very much. Okay. I was very sure they would be able to defend the total. And I was confused when they had only England needed only 17, 18 runs in 15 deliveries. I thought, what is going on? Really? Are they going to win this match? I was heartbroken when Australia defeated them in the World Cup after being in such a bad situation. That bastard, what is his name? Maxwell stole the show single-handedly on one leg, isn't it? Yeah. On one leg he batted. Yeah. So second type of conversation is when people start discussing something they watch on TV. They start discussing something they watch on YouTube. And they normally discuss things, exchange views while they are watching the program. Have you ever done that? I do it, but not on Twitter. I do it on Facebook. I do it on WhatsApp. Sometimes when I'm watching my cricket match, I have a couple of cousins. They are very passionate about cricket. So they message me, I message them, text message, and it makes it more interesting. Watching alone is not so much fun. When you have somebody to share your happiness with, yeah, Inaya, you gave him the crown? Okay, now you are Miss Universe. Now you are Miss Universe. Yeah. Miss Universe crown goes to Mudassir. All right. People exchange views while they are watching. लोग exchange करते हैं अपने opinions, views, देखते देखते program, देखते देखते while they are watching. Topics, and the third type of conversation, topics which are often more serious. So there is a very serious type of topic as well on Twitter. These topics people debate for a longer period of time. People debate these topics for a longer period of time. Days, weeks, sometimes months. Days, weeks, sometimes months. For example, politics. Days, weeks, sometimes months. These topics continue for months. For example, politics, especially at election time. Yeah, especially Indian elections, US elections, they are discussed for a long time on social media. Or disasters, bad events, natural disasters, floods, earthquakes, man-made disasters, or any major news story. Anything happens, people discuss these things for days, weeks, months. So Twitter is important. Now we understand actually why Elon Musk spent $40 billion to buy Twitter. When he made that deal, we thought it was not a smart decision. But now we realize what you can do when you have Twitter. Germany has a new government today, thanks to Elon Musk. Elon Musk alone, with the help of his Twitter, has managed to bring this change in Germany. And next it is UK. His next target is, so this guy with Twitter, he's changing government of countries. He's influencing people's mind. With his Twitter, he is influencing people's mind to choose the different governments. Strange it is. It is a very exciting time to live. अभी जो मर जाए ना बेचारा बहुत unlucky होगा. Because times are very exciting. Strange things are happening. That's why. Let's look at the sentences here. Are they true or false? A Twitter message is called a tweet. Is that true? Yeah, it is. A Twitter message is called a tweet. You can write more than 140 characters in a Twitter message. According to this text, it is not true. But in reality, it is true. You can write more than 140 characters. But according to this text, you can't write more than 140 characters. It is the maximum you can write. It's a free service. Again, according to this, it is true. But today, it is partially true. In reality, it is partially true. Because, yes, it is free, but you can pay and get more features. You can be a premium, you can have a premium account on X today. Like Snapchat. Okay. What features do you get if you have a premium account on Snapchat? What can you do?
More filters.
More filters. Okay. New get up. When you take a photo, avatar. For the avatar, you have more options for the avatar. Okay, got it. For the avatar, you have more options. Well, I will never have a premium account on Snapchat. It's futile. It's useless to me. Young people may think of it. I might consider a premium account on Twitter someday, but not on Snapchat. Researchers collected 100 million messages over a year. Is that true? Continue. No, they didn't collect 100 million messages over a year. They collected 4 million messages over 7 days. We will do this in a nice way, okay? After the class is over, we will make a nice video. You will come stand on this chair. He will stand here and he will nicely put it on his head and we will all clap. Okay? And we'll make a nice video. Who wants to be the next Miss Universe after Mudassir? Not now, Inaya, after the class. Okay? We'll do it in a nice way. Yeah. It's called tiara. Okay, leave it there. Otherwise, she won't let you. Yeah, fine. You are such a sport, Mudassir. Okay, ऐसे लोग जब ऐसे हंसी मजाक की बातों को ऐसे हंसी मजाक में लेते हैं, ऐसे क्या कहते हैं? स्पोर्ट. यू आर सच ए स्पोर्ट. अच्छे मतलब कि आप माइंड कोई दूसरा बच्चे ऐसा नहीं करते, बड़े हैं आपसे, सीरियस पीपल. तो सच ए स्पोर्ट मतलब यू आर ए स्पोर्ट. यू आर ए स्पोर्ट. स्पोर्ट मतलब खेल होता है. लेकिन यहाँ पर जब आप कह रहे हैं किसी इंसान को यू आर ए sport, इसका मतलब you don't mind these small things, you enjoy them. Not everybody can. So it's a good quality. Yeah. On one Valentine's Day, a boy, I think we had, I'm forgetting his name. I went to his brother's wedding as well. He lived in that part. Rahui Road, Choti Shikhana, Badi Shikhana, he was from there. And because a girl said, called him Gandhi ji, and he decided to dress up like a Gandhi in a dhoti. I'm forgetting his name. Not Zafri, another. We will do the video recording after the class in a nice way. Okay. Inaya. Okay. So देखा मैंने 1000 बार कहा है कि आप हेलो लिसन ना, वोकैबुलरी जो रट रहे वो अंधेरे में है. उनको लगता है वो वर्ड सीख गए, वो वर्ड नहीं सीखे आप, आपने अपने आप को लिमिट कर दिया कि जहां भी आप स्पोर्ट देखोगे खेल सोचोगे। जबकि अगर ये सिचुएशन है और मैंने कहा ही सच ए स्पोर्ट, तो खुले दिमाग से आपको सोचना चाहिए। वो खेल है नहीं, ही इज अ फन गाय, ही डजंट माइंड दीज थिंग्स, ओके। फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन यू हैव award shows and they do silly things with other people and they play along, they don't feel bad. Okay, so you can say, oh, they're such a sport. Neil Nitin Mukesh is not. He got angry. Remember? Okay, you don't know what I'm talking about. There was one show, award show, where Shah Rukh and Saif Ali Khan were hosting together. And they said something about his father. They said that you have three first names, Neil, Nitin, Mukesh. He got really angry, started shouting at them. And it was genuine. Sometimes people do drama, but it was not drama. It was genuine anger. He got annoyed. Everybody could see how annoyed he was. So he wasn't a sport. He said, this is why you call people here? To insult them? To insult their dad's name? He got annoyed, really annoyed. What do you call those people who get annoyed when you're joking with them? Boring. Spoil sport बोलेंगे उनको, क्या बोलेंगे? खेल खराब, मजा खराब कर देने वाले लोग, मजा खराब कर देने वाले लोग. You are such a spoil sport. You are such a spoil sport. मजा खराब कर देते हो यार, कुछ मजे की बात हो रही है, हंसी मजाक रखो, इसको सीरियस बना दे. You are such a spoil sport. अब बताइए, कोई सोचेगा स्पोर्ट मतलब खेल है, कैसे हुआ? नहीं होगा. तो आपको कोई वोकैबुलरी नहीं याद करना है. आपको जब भी देखना है सेंटेंस देखना और मीनिंग निकालना है. जो रट्टा मारे उन्होंने सीखा नहीं, लिमिट किया अपने आप को कि भाई हम इसके आगे नहीं सोचेंगे, हमारे दिमाग में ये बैठा रहेगा. और आपको खुला रखना है, जो मीनिंग निकल जाए. She is such a spoil sport. Any person makes a joke about her, she starts to, shout and yell and get angry. She is such a spoil sport. Okay. Do you have such friends? One of them in your circle? You make any jokes about them or do anything silly and they will just make it a very serious matter. Huh. Everybody is happy, they don't like it. One joke about them and they will start making a scene there. Okay. Next sentence, beta. Researchers did not collect 100 million messages over a year. Meko bolo, Mapara. She's on your path. She's like, you never shared anything with me. Yes, she's not either. Earlier she did. Mapara, क्या हो गया? Tell me. कुछ तो बोली ना. अश्वी, पूछ लो उससे, बताते हैं. वो बोलेगी यस, फिर बताते ना. यस अश्वी, what did she tell you? Must have said something silly. That's why they're not talking about it publicly, right? Okay. Okay, number 6. No, number 5. Most tweets are in Japanese. Most tweets aren't in Japanese. Most tweets are in English. Japanese is the second most popular language. 6. Some users post up to 3,000 tweets a day. Yeah, they do. Top 100 users. They post up to 3,000 tweets a day. The most common sentence is, I'm smiling. No, the most common sentence isn't, I'm smiling. The most common sentence is, I'm sleepy, I'm working. The most common sentences are, I'm sleepy and I'm working. Yes, a smiley face is popular, but not I am a smiling sentence. People who tweet are called tweeters. Obviously, people who dance are called dancers. 9. Topics on Twitter are usually about everyday things. Well, that's partly true, right? Topics on Twitter are usually about, not usually, but there are mainly three types of topics, right? Politics is a popular subject for discussion. It is. People discuss politics for months during election time. Okay, so we are done with this, but this is not over. You want to do more about Twitter? Listening section, beta. The next page. 4 people will tell you their experience on Twitter. The GIF that you have used, Sajid, it was Rishabh's turn. Now he should have used this. Yeah, he should have that. भारी बलंडर हो गया सर. भारी मिस्टेक. एकदम बलंडर हो गया. Okay, let me share the audio as well. मुझे अपनी बातचीत में शामिल करिए. Involve me in your discussion. Include me in your discussion, please. नहीं तो मैं थोड़ा सा इग्नोर्ड फील करता हूँ. मुझे लगता है मेरी बाल क्या सफेद हुए, सबने मुझे बॉयकॉट करना शुरू कर दिया. प्लीज डोंट डू दैट टू मी. The match was so interesting that you forgot to call me, right? Hello, sir. Somebody forgot to call me. Yeah, he said that he would call me at 8:30 so that I can talk to his mom, but he forgot. He realized it was him. We had a conversation in the afternoon and he said, I will call you in the evening at 8:30, but you didn't call because you are busy with the match. Now, okay. So I have already shared with you the page and the audio both. Now let's go to the main book, guys. Open your main book. She is not here today. What's her name? Sam? Let's go to page number 115, writing section. Page number 115, everyone. Writing section. Comparing and contrasting. Comparing and contrasting. कैसे कंपेयर करते हैं और फर्क बताते हैं, चलिए देखते हैं. But, however, and although have similar meanings, everybody. Pay attention, everyone. Beta, pay attention. But, although, and however have similar meanings. Yes, they have similar meanings. Look at these 3 sentences. I love travel, but I don't like flying. I prefer the train. I love travel, full stop. However, I don't like flying. I prefer the train. 3. Although I love travel, I don't like flying. I prefer the train. The message is the same in all the 3 sentences. You're saying exactly the same thing. But look how differently you are using the words. I love travel, but I don't like flying. I prefer the train. Where is but? Easy. I love travel, but I don't like flying. In the second sentence, nothing changes except for one small thing. Of course, however, is there, but there is one thing that changes. We are not using that comma anymore. Instead, there is a full stop. I love travel. However, I don't like flying. I prefer the train. So the same word order. She loves me, but she doesn't want to marry me. Right? She loves me, but she doesn't want to. However, से ही बोल सकता है. She loves me, full stop. यही तो point है. She loves me. However, she doesn't want to marry me. एक ही बात है. अगर although से बोलना चाहे तो although she loves me, comma, she doesn't want to marry me. है ना? बात वही है. Although she loves me, she doesn't want to marry me. क्या वजह हो सकती है? I think it is the fact that I don't have a job. But then how can I say she loves me? Because she loves me, she will ignore it that I don't have a job. I have a friend. He had a girlfriend. Serious. All right. Yeah, they were very, but he was not getting a job. He was trying, he was not getting success. She moved on from him. She said openly, Papa, Mummy will not accept you because you don't have a job. What will I say to them? That I want to marry a guy who doesn't have a job. He said, I'm trying, I will get one. Do you think I will never get a job? He said, they are talking about my marriage. He said, ask them to wait. He said, I can't. She got married. That guy felt really bad about it. Very bad. You know, there was something inside him that said, nobody cares about him. People care about his job and his status in society. Now he doesn't connect with anybody emotionally. For him, his most important thing is his job because people value him for his. Another girl married him, love marriage, but because he had that job. This is what he thinks. And I think it is right. He never experienced true love. And if he experienced true love for some time with that girl, then it became so bitter that he has only the bad memories in his mind now. He doesn't even want to talk about that girl. Actually, the situation, I will not tell you everything. The situation is such that if he wants, he can talk to that girl. And anything can happen. But he doesn't want to. He's so bitter inside about her. Because she said no only because he didn't have a job. Today he's a bank manager. He has an expensive car, he has a nice house in Patna and everything. Bank manager is a good job, guys. Yeah. If he wants, he can make a lot of money through commission and all. But he's a nice guy. So your life experiences change the way you think about the world. No. Imagine if that girl had said, no matter what happens, I'm gonna be with you. He would have eventually got a job because he was talented. They would have been happy together. Okay, anyways. तो मैं यहाँ कुछ बोल नहीं रहा, बस यही कह रहा हूँ कि हर किसी के लाइफ में अलग अलग एक्सपीरियंसेस होते हैं and their personality shape accordingly. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा उसको ये करना चाहिए था, I'm not saying. Maybe my daughter will say tomorrow that I want to marry a guy and he doesn't have a job. I will feel the same maybe. What are you doing, Aditi? You are not being smart. You are thinking of marrying a guy who doesn't have a job. As a father, I would feel that way, maybe. Because papas think differently. But I hope I can trust my daughter's decision. कि वो जो भी करेगी सही करे. I hope I will trust her. कि भाई वो जो करेगी सही करेगी. अगर वो चुन रही उसी लड़के को जिसके पास जॉब नहीं है तो सही सोच रही होगी. I want to have that feeling. पता नहीं होगा कि नहीं होगा. I don't know. But I want to have that feeling. My parents trusted me a lot. They gave me a lot of confidence. Both my father and my mother. With everything I wanted to do. Papa sometimes argued with me about some things. ये गलत कर रहे हो तुम. And he was right. I today realize Papa was always. I didn't agree with him when I was young. But now I realize Papa was right. My marriage, my life decisions, my career choices. So coming back to this, but, however, and although, they all have the same idea, but the way they are used is slightly different, as you can see. Please read carefully. Sentence number 1, everybody. Read sentence number 1. I love travel, but I don't like flying. Now compare it with this number 2. I love travel, full stop. However, I don't like flying. Now compare it with the third. Although I love travel, I don't like flying. है कुछ कनेक्शन है, कुछ मैसेज है, कुछ सीखने को है वहां पे, कुछ दिमाग में जा रहा है. मैं अदनान को ट्रस्ट करता हूं कि वो समझ रहा है. मेरा यकीन है कि वो समझ रहा है. मैं आयत को ट्रस्ट करता हूं कि वो समझ रही है. मैं सचित को भी ट्रस्ट करता हूं कि वो समझ रहा है. गौर से देखे बेटा 3 सेंटेंस को. देखो पोजीशन कैसे बदलते हैं वर्ड्स के. बात वही है बेटा, बात वही है. तीनों में एक ही बात बोल रहे हैं कि मेरे को ट्रैवल करना अच्छा लगता है लेकिन हवाई जहाज से जाना ठीक है. एक और सेंटेंस बोलता हूं. आई डोंट लाइक एग्स बट आई ईट देम एनीवे. आई डोंट लाइक एग्स बट आई ईट देम एनीवे. ठीक है, समझ में आया ना. अंडे मेरे को पसंद, खाते हैं कि नहीं खाते हैं, खाते हैं. आई आई डोंट लाइक एग्स बट आई ईट देम एनीवे बिकॉज दे आर हेल्थी, बिकॉज दे आर. समझ में आया ना. अभी मैं इसको हाउएवर से बोलना चाहता हूं. आई डोंट लाइक एग्स, दैट्स इंपॉर्टेंट. हाउएवर आई ईट देम एनीवे बिकॉज दे आर हेल्थी. मैं इसको ऑल्दो से बोलना चाहता हूं. ऑल्दो आई डोंट लाइक एग्स. नहीं बट नहीं है, देखो यही तो गलती हो गई. नंबर 1 में है बट, नंबर 3 में क्या बट है. बट का है नंबर 1 में ना, तो फिर खत्म है. ऑल्दो आई डोंट लाइक एग्स कॉमा आई ईट देम एनीवे बिकॉज दे आर हेल्थी. है ना, क्लियर है. देयर आर सेंटेंसेस इन एक्सरसाइज 2. टेक अ लुक. एक दूसरे को सुनाओ तो, तुम लोग एक दूसरे को सुनाओ तो. आई लाइक पीटर, आई डोंट लव हिम. आई लाइक पीटर but I don't love him. I like him, but I don't love him. However से बोलते हैं. I like Peter, full stop. However, I don't love him. Although से बोलते हैं. Although I like Peter, I don't love him. Although I like Peter, comma, I don't love him. समझ में आया. एक दूसरे के साथ प्रैक्टिस. 2 people, 2 people, 3 people, 2 people, ऐसे ग्रुप, small groups. Come on. You can do it. Let's check. So my flat has a balcony. It doesn't have a garden. Let's go ahead, use but. Now use although. Although my flat has a balcony, comma, it doesn't have a garden. Use however. It doesn't have a garden. Number 3, my brother is older than me. He is smaller than me. But my brother is older than me, but he is smaller than me. है तो मेरे से बड़ा, लेकिन दिखता है छोटा. साइज में छोटा है. Smaller than me. Older than me, एज में बड़ा है, साइज में छोटा है. Like who? Like me. Yes. Your elder brother is smaller than you, or your younger brother is bigger than you. Your older brother is smaller than you. Oh, you are big, tall and big. Okay. And your brother, he's your sibling or cousin? He's your own brother, he's sibling. He's older, you are younger. Yeah, it appears that way as well. He looks more mature. So he's been living in hostel with you. Okay, interesting. All right. Come on, everybody. Let's look at this. Although my brother is older than me, he is smaller than me. अब अपने तरफ से एक दो लाइन आप लोग सोच लो. विनय सर के बारे में कुछ बोल दो. उल्टा पुल्टा बोलो. है तो शादीशुदा, लेकिन बिहेव ऐसे करते हैं जैसे कि अभी 16 साल के हैं. ठीक है तो 45 साल के, लेकिन बिहेव ऐसे करते हैं जैसे 16 साल के हैं. है ना, ऐसे ही लगता है ना तुम्हें? हाँ देखो, हाँ कर रहा है सब, बेइज्जती करवा रहा है सब मेरा. श्रेया ऐसे बिहेव करते हैं हम, 16 साल जैसे है. क्या बात करते हैं यार. बोलो कैसे बोलोगे? Although Vinay sir is 45 years old, बट नहीं, बट कैसे आएगा? बट तो नंबर 1 में है. हाँ, he behaves like a teenager sometimes. Sometimes बोल दो, कम से कम इज्जत तो रह जाए. Sometimes. Always? No, sometimes. I agree. आसान है. कुछ लड़के लड़कियां 10-10 साल इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल में रहते हैं, इंग्लिश नहीं बोल पाते. Although some students spend 10 years at English medium schools, बट कैसे? बट तो नंबर 1 में था. बट कहाँ है? नंबर 1 में. बहुत अच्छा तरीका है सीखने का, सिखाने का. बट अगर आया तो although नहीं है, although है तो बट नहीं है. Although some students spend years at English medium schools, comma, but फिर बोला they can't speak English. देखा, वो बट तुम्हारी गलती है, ग्रामेटिकल एरर है. बोलने में सही लगता होगा, लेकिन वो नहीं चाहिए, आदत डाल लो. ओके. Although they spend years at English medium schools, they don't speak English. कमा बोलने की चीज थोड़ी है, याद दिलाना है. Guys, homework. Exercise 3 is your homework. How? No, not possible. Because I've already given you homework. Acha, I have a suggestion. Your main... No. Yeah, that audio file I've sent is your homework. That audio file I've sent is the homework. 4 people are speaking about Twitter, and they'll tell you how they feel about Twitter. Do all those exercises. The audio file is also in the group, okay? Fine, that's all. Let's meet tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Miss Universe ka